What is it that Aries placements need to know for the month of June 2025? Yeah, you have back and forth in reverse. Back and forth in reverse. So Aries, you've no longer got one foot in, one foot out in a situation. You're decided. You're clear. You know exactly what you want to do or what you need to do. So you've come to a conclusion, you've come to a decision, and now you're acting upon it. Interesting. Yeah, exactly. Look, playing it safe at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So you've already made a choice here, right? And that's very Aries of you. So you're getting into your own energy again, right, Aries? So you're no longer worrying about the what ifs or wanting to be cautious, exercising caution, right? To the point where you're at a standstill. I feel like you're moving out of that energy and you're making a conscious decision to act in some shape or form, all right? So tell me more about this for Aries then. Yeah, the Tower in reverse. Yeah, so I feel like there was a situation that did come to an end or a foundation that collapsed, but it was outside of your control. This was no longer within your hands, okay? This was something that the universe brought to an end because it needed to happen. And so now that it has, I feel like you're just moving forward, okay? Yeah. So you know now this is already done, right? So maybe it's because of the fact that you were playing it safe and you weren't willing to make a decision here, that decision, that choice was taken out of your hands. And so now that that situation has finished, okay, it's like, okay, well, regardless, there's no point crying over spilt milk or focusing on what's done. It's time to just forge ahead, move forward, okay? And you're making that decision to move on and to not look back. Exactly, Queen of Cups energy. Yeah. So you may be pouring into self a lot right now, okay? Focused on your emotional well-being, happiness, okay? Focusing on your emotional stability. You could also be focused on certain interpersonal relationships in your life right now, or even maybe wanting or needing a bit of support, okay? But I definitely feel like you have it, Aries. Okay, you definitely have at least someone in your corner here, right? So if you do feel like you need to open up, have a heart-to-heart, or express how you're feeling or what's been going on, then do so, okay? Do that with someone that you trust, someone that you know is there for you on that level, okay? But I do feel like generally you're just kind of allowing yourself to feel your feelings, allowing yourself to explore your emotions when it comes to whatever the situation was, and, you know, not have it so that it stops you from taking action. It's like you're exploring it, but you're still moving forward, okay? So again, exercising emotional intelligence. Yeah, Nine of Swords energy. Right, Nine of Swords. So this is why. So you're doing a lot of processing still, like I say, and that's why I say if you do need support, don't be afraid to reach out to your loved ones, okay? That's really important because you are processing something here that could be quite heavy, okay, for some of you, especially where obviously there was some kind of situation that came to an end, right? Something that you felt like was outside of your control. It's going to have an emotional impact if it's something that you was emotionally invested in, okay? But don't suffer in silence if you are struggling. That's the advice here, okay? Don't feel like you have to keep it to yourself and just shoulder the heaviness. No. If it's weighing you down, do confide in someone that you trust, okay? One more for Aries. Yeah, Page of Cups in reverse. So you may feel like you don't have a lot of support, right? Or you may have felt like, you know, with this foundation coming down that maybe you lost a support system, right? But either way, I do feel like you're not alone, Aries, okay? So whatever that situation was where you feel like you may have lost someone who was like a support system to you, or you know, you lost some kind of connection here, or whatever the case may be, you do still have people that care for you, okay? So don't feel like you have to deal with this alone. Temperance in reverse. Yeah. So it's gonna take time. You need to give yourself time to process, to heal. But I feel like you're still moving forward. So it's not that you're not moving forward or you're trying to hold on to the past. You are. But I just feel like on the emotional side of things, you need to be open to support and allow yourself to navigate your emotions as well. Okay? Because, yeah, just because you're moving forward and you're allowing the situation to be what it is and reaching that point of acceptance doesn't mean you don't still have to take some time to sit out and navigate your emotions, navigate how you feel, to process it, right? Intellectually as well. Because it's one thing to be in the situation and just deal with it while you're in the midst of whatever's ensuing. But then once the dust is settled and you come away from it, then that's when the actual processing takes place. And that's where, you know, I see that's where you're at currently, if you resonate with this Aries, okay? You're in the process of processing what just transpired, okay? So you have to give yourself time. You have to be easy on yourself, okay? Be a support system to yourself. Be an ally to yourself, okay? And be open to the support that's available to you as well, okay? That's really important. You're not supposed to keep this to yourself and just struggle. No. If you are having a rough time with it, confide in someone that you trust and that you know really does care for you, okay? But you're gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be fine. But just don't, like I say, suffer in silence if you are struggling, okay? Support is there. So, guys, do take care of yourselves, okay? Take it one day at a time, okay? You're going to be just fine. It's just obviously you're still navigating out of this situation, processing a lot, and, you know, as you move away from it. So, you're going to need a bit of time, okay? But you'll get there for sure. And you'll be back to your usual self in no time, right? So, I hope that does help.